Okay, welcome back. Let's just go back to our level blueprint. And just talking about this, so we've got our event begin play here. So this is fired when the game begins, and this is for the particular level. So if we want anything to happen in this level, we can just use the begin play on here. So other things we can do, if I want to add another command here, I can just grab my execution point here, drag that off, and if I let go, it gives me a little search thing here. I can come through and I can look through these. Generally, it's easier just to know what you want and say, if you want to print something on the screen, for instance, print, and we've got print string as an option. So we've got just basics, we've got hello. So why don't we say, I turned the light off. We've got some other things here. So it's going to print to the screen, and also it's going to print to log. We'll look at where the log is later. We can select the text color. We can change, so we've made that orange. Duration, we can change that to say, that's number of seconds. We can change that to 5. We don't really worry about the key. So just compile that again. And if we hit play now, if you watch up the top left-hand corner, you'll see I've now got I turned the light off, which is fine, cool. So what we want to do is have it switched off initially. So we've got that, that's no problem. What I want is, so when the player actually enters the room, the light switches on. And when I leave the room, the light switches on. So to do that, I'm going to use a trigger volume. So we go into volumes again, and we can find in here our trigger volume. So I'm going to drag that off. And let's just go to the top again, just so we can get the shape correct. W for our move tool. R, so we can scale it like that. And I want it to take up the entire room. That I think will be fine. Let's have a look at it from the side. Now it doesn't have to cover the whole thing. That should be enough. What we're wanting to be able to detect is when our player character is within this volume, and when it leaves the volume. So that should be fine. And we've got this selected, so we've got our volume selected. Okay, you can see we've got some details here. If I come in here now, you'll see what I can do is the same as before. So I can right click and I can create a reference to my trigger volume. Cool. Okay, fantastic. The other thing I can do for this one, for trigger volumes, add event for trigger volume 1. So what I want is collision event. I've got a couple options here. On actor begin overlap, on actor end overlap. So these two here are going to give me exactly what I want. So on actor begin overlap means that it started to overlap the space where the trigger volume is. So let's just select that. And we actually don't need the reference to the trigger volume here because this is an event we have access to. So let's just get rid of that one. And what do we want to do? Well, when that overlaps, we want to change the visibility again. So we can just go through and create another reference to this light. We could also drag off here and just go visible. Set visibility. Okay. Connect that there, and our new visibility is on. We also want, let's just set up our collision on actor end overlap. So we've got that one there as well. That's the other one we're going to use. Let's just make sure this one works first. Okay, so when we enter here, the light turns on. Fantastic. But it doesn't do anything else. It doesn't turn off. So, okay, let's go and actually get it to turn off as well. So this time we've got our event. We just added that. So that's our on actor end overlap. Again, we could come into here, select our point light, and add a reference to it like so. But we already have a reference. We're in fact connecting to that as well. We've got a couple of options here. So we can just grab this one. We can grab all of this and we can go duplicate if we want to. We can go copy. So if I duplicate it, it just duplicates it there, and I can drag and drop. If I copy, then I can go to wherever I want, hit that part of the background, Control V, or right. Oh yeah, Control V. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Control V. Oh, I think we can probably go up here. Can we edit? No, we can't. Maybe we just need Control V. Okay, I always use Control V, so let's say Control V, and then I can paste it wherever I like. So you'll notice we can reuse our variables. This is basically a variable. It's pointing to an object in there. So that's what we've done here. Or we can also create a new copy of it if we want to. So we can come like so. Our new visibility we want to be off, so that'll be fine. So let's come into here, Control Shift S will save it for me. Let's hit play. Nice. Okay, we come into here and we enter, turns on, we exit, and it turns off. Voila, fantastic, excellent, it's just what we want. So just one small thing to finish this one off. What if we want our light to appear as it's going to appear in the level? So at the moment we are setting the visibility on begin play, but that means when I come into here, it's on. And say if you might be coding it and someone else comes into it and says, oh, isn't that light supposed to be off? So there's potential for a bit of confusion there. Well, if we go back into our event graph here, oh, that's interesting. We don't have it for this. Okay, sorry. Okay, we're gonna. Okay, we might have to leave it there. We don't have. I don't think we have a construction script. We do not have a construction script. Oh, that's my bad. All right, I take all that back. We can just, obviously we can come into here and just turn it off if we want to do that. We go to visible and just deselect that, and it actually turns it off for us. So we'll leave it there for now. Okay, that's good. So a bit of an introduction. We're going to go into some more detail in creating some different types of blueprints next time. So I'm going to leave it there and see you, I guess, in the next one.